What's up YouTube? I'm Vaughn and this is the Gear channel where we discuss collectibles, hobbies, cabinet games from tabletop to video games, and today we are back with another match duel review, and it's none other than our Ancient Gear deck versus Spright. Now I was quite surprised to see that Spright is still going strong, especially in today's meta, but definitely Ancient Gear is a very solid contender, and it's definitely one deck that you shouldn't be sleeping on. Now before we begin, we have an announcement. We are going to be doing some match duel reviews of your replays. That's right, so simply follow me on my Facebook group page. I'll put a link in the description, and you can private message me your awesome replays and we'll review it here on the channel. So with that out of the way, make sure to like and subscribe because I believe we are going second in this match. So let's see. Okay. So our opening hand, we have Ancient Gear Frame, we have Ancient Gear Tanker, another Gear Frame, Ancient Gear Advance, and also one Dark Ruler No More. Now, before you guys start freaking out about Dark Ruler No More, it actually makes quite a bit of sense. Now, if you guys are interested in a deck profile and you guys want me to explain the whole reason behind this, I could definitely do one. As soon as this video receives, let's say, like 20 likes, I'll make sure to do a deck profile explaining why this card is such a key card in this specific deck. Now, our opponent has Spright Jet, Angler, Ash Blossom, Carrot, and also Red. So we're going to be going second. So our opponent is going to start with Angler, then Spell Summon, and then Spell Summon once again. So very nice. Now Jet, and then trigger the Jet to go get the Double Cross, which is a very scary card to actually deal with. So then they're going to go. There we go. So make the link, and then they're going to go and do the foolish and all that, and our opponent is just playing, doesn't really care for a respawn surprisingly, but it's okay, we do not care. So they're going to go with the Ice Burial play. Very nice. I actually like this play quite a bit. So then they're going to go and make Totally Awesome, and then they're going to set and then pass. So our opponent actually have quite a bit of good solid interruptions. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. So against most decks, yeah, that would actually be very threatening. Now we drew into Urgent Schedule, and our opponent is going to go on a standby phase and do the Totally Awesome. And then there you go, send, and we're fine with that because we're going to go Dark Ruler No More. So then we're going to go Advance, and then they're going to Ash us, which is fine. We're going to go Urgent Schedule. They're going to use the effect, but the effect is negated because of Dark Ruler. So then we're going to Special Summon 2. Okay. Now our opponent has the choice of activating the trap, but he's holding it on because we didn't even normal summon yet. So now we're going to use Ancient Gear link there to get the Gear Town, then use the effect to go target the toad. He thinks it pops, but no, just puts it to 0 attack. So then we're going to go and destroy the Gear Town and then trigger the Gear Town. Now, a lot of opponents actually always pop their monsters every time you use Ballista's effect, which is not what it does. I think it would be quite broken if it did. So we're supposed to summon the Dark Golem with Gear Town. Use Dark Golem now to go and add, and we're adding our Fortress and also a Gear Town. Now this would be an appropriate time to actually activate the cross, but our opponent's still holding on to it because we didn't normal summon. So now we're going to go send the frame because of Golem, then activate the Gear Town. Now activate the Fortress. Now this is a good opportunity for them to chain the trap, but they still did not. So it's okay. Now it's too late. So we're going to go and normal summon the tanker, use the effect, get the gear frame. Then we're going to go and use gear frame pretty soon after our opponent finished reading. So then we're going to go and send add ancient gear fusion. Very nice. Now we're going to use tanker to go and pop the gear town, to go and activate the gear town, to spell summon the wyvern, and now we're going to go and add ancient gear duel. Next we're going to go and trigger cross. I forgot the name of this guy anyways. So it's what is it? Oh, commander, not cross. Yeah, so Commander to go and activate the Ancient Gear Duel, which also makes all of our monsters that mentions Golem unaffected by monsters. So it's actually quite good. Okay, so now we could just continue off. So we're just going to go and make a Chaos Giant. So none of these monsters could be targeted because of Fortress. So this trap is completely dead now. And the reason why we didn't go into an XYZ and all that is because they could just play that onto it and then that would just screw us over. So I just want to go into battle phase to go and swing and everything and wipe his board. And then I can make the Azus after since we are battling XYZ monsters. And we're not locked into Ancient Gears because we didn't use Fortress's second effect. So now our opponent admits defeat, and then we're finished signing, and now we're going to be going second once again. Opening hands, guys. We have Imperm, Dogward. Now, I'm going to explain why we play Dogward, and it makes kind of sense. So in today's format, especially with like the Tempe Dragons and all that, there is quite a bit heavy hitters and heavy attack monsters that could potentially like OTK or spam the board. So this card potentially gives us additional turns to actually build our hand up and get the cards that we need to just really overextend. So sometimes we're able to actually pass multiple turns because of dog words, and it definitely prevents your opponent from like OTKing. So it's not a bad card, and it's been coming in clutch quite a bit. So we have Ancient Gear, Wyvern, Gear Town, and Fortress. Our opponent has Solemn Judgment, Beaver, Penny, that's real name. Okay, Double Cross, and another Solemn Judgment, which does not look too good. So our opponent is going to start with the Beaver, and then we're going to go and respond with the Dogware. But our opponent kind of rushed because I did say DP in the chat, and he just ignored it. So yeah, so then we're going to go and gain the 600. Now, this I'm not really too fond of, okay, but this was the right play to hold the imperm. So he's going to go and make the gigantic, and we didn't imperm it. The reason why is because our opponent has 4 cards still remaining in hand, and then if they go and have any of the other Spright or something and supposed to summon it and make the link monster, they could still get the totally awesome for free. So it wasn't really worth the risk of doing that. So yes, he is going plus quite a bit, but I didn't want to take a gamble that if he didn't have any Sprite cards left in his hand. So now he's going to go and use the Jet. So it was blue, then Jet, and then get the quick play, the starter. Okay, then he makes the Link monster, which we do want to actually imperm. So there we go. So then they're going to set the 4 and pass. Now we drew into Catapult. So pretty good for us actually. So we're going to activate Gear Town. Okay, they're going to go and play the spell. Okay, get that girl. Why not? Then we're going to go and activate the Fortress. The girl is going to go and do that. Then we're like, oh no. But it's okay, because then that also triggers our effect. So we're going to get Wyvern, then trigger Wyvern to go and add. Now, I wasn't really expecting the Solemn Judgments, but you know what? It is what it is. So, yeah. Next, we're going to attempt to go into battle phase. Swing. Okay, start battle phase. They're going to take control of it. And then main phase 2, we're going to go and use Catapult, and they're going to Solemn Judgment once again. So, yeah, that was pretty harmful. Okay, now our opponent is going to go and drew into Anti-Spell, which is very scary. And then they're going to start going off like this, which is pretty hardcore, you know, do the whole totally awesome play, and then the ice burial, and then make totally awesome, and then there we go. Attack with everything, and you see we're still alive. Our opponent could potentially have done an OTK, but you know what? Because of the dog word, yes. But also, if that dog word was another interruption, like yes, but also it could change the fact that if our opponent didn't just have like 4 useless cards on their turn, that could have been like another thing. So it's very debatable. But you know what? I've been actually playing quite a bit with the dog word, and it's been coming in clutch many, many times. So I can't have any complaints. So SP is going to go and banish. Then they're going to set. We're going to draw. All right, DP, we're definitely going to do this. And then they're going to chain anti-spell. Or chain that, yeah. Kind of weird, but it is what it is. So it's the same concept. So I would have go play that, and then he would have done the totally awesome to negate and set, and then anti-spell after. So it's the exact same thing. I wasn't going to like shark and be like, no, you chain anti-spell, but yeah. If you can't win as is, and you have to rely on dumb tactics like that, it's not worth it. So he goes and spams the little beaver right over there, and then they're going to go overlay once again. Okay, for Kitty, and then use Kitty, get the dog word, which I'm like, but it is what it is, and I get totally awesome once again, which is quite cool. Okay, So we're going to go second once again. So this deck is really going second. Okay, our opening hand, we have Ghost Mourner, Tanker, DD Crow, Dark Blue No More, and Dark Golem. Our opponent has a Swap Frog, Snot Steel, Gamma Burst, Ash Blossom, and also the Ice Barrier. Now, I don't understand why, but maybe if he was expecting us to go like first or something, sure, but no, I wouldn't have risked that. Okay, so our opponent is going to start. So special summoning, okay, very nice. Use that. And then they're going to go and send and then add. Pretty good. Then they're going to go and activate to go and get the Ice Barrier. We're going to definitely chain with DD Crow. So our opponent does not have the extra monsters. Then they're going to go normal summon the Ash. And then we're going to go and chain the Ghost Mourner on the summoning, okay? Okay, now we join into Ancient Gear Fortress, so we're pretty all set. So this is where we go to main phase 1, and we pretty much just play for free. And even if our opponent kept the Ash for any strange reason, you still can't do anything just because it just goes off and your opponent can't respond to Ancient Gear Fortress. So it's a pretty good card. So we're going to go and use Dark Golem to add the advance and then the Guillotine. And then we're going to go and send the Dark Ruler No More. Activate Guillotine, then activate advance. Okay. You know how busted this card would be if it said to destroy the card in hand, not discard, and then you could trigger your Gear Town? Because I love having Gear Town in hand and my opponent does Epidemic Virus, and then it just triggers all of them and I'm all set. But that's usually against Labyrinth, which is pretty funny. So then we're going to go and have the Catapult, and then we're going to go and trigger the Tanker to go and pop, and then Wyvern is going to go and add. So there we go. So we get the Ancient Gear Fusion that we're going to link down for Ballista, and then use Ballista's effect once again to go and add the Gear Town, activate the Gear Town, then trigger, and then pop. Now our opponent goes and pretty much quit, but I'll go and show what we were going to do. So let's see. So we're going to go and pop and then trigger to special and then get Gear Frame and then use Gear Frame to go and add. So we're pretty much all set because we're going to use the Ancient Gear Fusion to actually go and like special and then get the cross, and then we could go and do that. And also we didn't use Catapult yet. So we can actually use Catapult to actually pop the Fortress to actually get additional summon and just spam the board. And that's it for our Matt's Duel review. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. And if you want a sneak peek at a future product we're planning to review here on the channel, you can follow me on my Instagram, VaughnGear. And don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page and send me some of those awesome replays. Till next time, I'm Vaughn, and this is the Gear Channel.